In the great white silence of the Nordic winter, a world frozen in time emerges, a landscape both beautiful and unforgiving. Here the Vikings faced biting winds and endless nights, armed with ingenious survival strategies honed over centuries. Today we embark on a journey to uncover the remarkable ways these legendary people endured when the world turned to ice. Each method reveals Viking ingenuity, from the warmth of their hearths to the food on their tables. Now let's step into the frozen world of the Vikings. Join me as we unravel secrets lost to time. The Vikings' first line of defense against winter's chill was simple. Wool. Sheep's wool, renowned for its warmth, was spun into tunics, cloaks and leggings. Layering was key. Multiple garments trapped air, creating a barrier that held precious body heat close. Even in blizzards, a well-dressed Viking could remain surprisingly warm. Wool's ability to retain heat, even when damp, proved invaluable during slush and snow. Children, elders and warriors alike were swaddled in these garments, their lives woven into the fabric of survival. In every strand, the wisdom of generations endures, protecting the Vikings from the unforgiving cold. Step inside a Viking longhouse, and you'll find a marvel of ancient architecture. These elongated, narrow structures were more than homes. They were survival machines. Built low to the ground, with steeply pitched roofs, longhouses minimized heat loss and shed snow easily. Thick turf walls, packed with earth and moss, insulated the interior against biting winds. The narrow shape helped trap and circulate heat, efficiently warming the living space. Small, strategically placed windows and doors limited drafts, while the central corridor provided a communal area where warmth could gather. Here, entire families and even their animals could find shelter from the blizzard. At the core of every Viking longhouse burned a central hearth, the beating heart of survival. Not just a source of warmth, the fire was where meals were cooked and families gathered. Hearths were often lined with soapstone, prized for absorbing and slowly radiating heat. Smoke drifted upward and out through a hole in the roof, filling the house with lingering warmth. In the darkest months, the fire was never allowed to go out, becoming a symbol of life itself. In the Viking world, survival was a communal affair. As night fell, families gathered close, sharing beds piled high with thick blankets and fur pelts. Communal sleeping was a calculated survival strategy. Sharing body heat ensured even the coldest nights could be endured. Beds were often raised from the earthen floor to avoid the chill that seeped up from below. Heavy drapes or animal skins could be hung around the sleeping area, trapping heat and creating a snug retreat. In the shared embrace of family and furs, the Vikings endured the long, dark nights together. Surviving the Nordic winter required more than just external protection. It demanded fuel from within. The Viking diet shifted as the cold set in, emphasizing calorie-dense, high-fat foods. Salted meats, smoked fish, rich dairy and hearty grains formed the backbone of winter meals. Animal fat was prized for its ability to generate internal warmth and sustain bodies through laborious days. Preserving food, salting, smoking, fermenting was a testament to ingenuity in the face of scarcity. Meals were communal, shared around the hearth, reinforcing bonds and staving off hunger. Each bite was calculated to deliver maximum energy, transforming food into a weapon against the cold. Even in winter, the Vikings harnessed the power of heat and water. Bathhouses, built from timber and stone, became sanctuaries of warmth and health. Inside, rocks were heated over fires, then doused with water to release clouds of steam. This steam improved circulation and provided a welcome respite from the relentless cold. Bathing was both practical and social, offering relaxation and camaraderie. The bathhouse was a marvel of simple engineering, a place where comfort was reclaimed. For the Vikings, warmth was a necessity, achieved through both ingenuity and ritual. Stillness was rare in the Viking world, especially in winter. Every moment was filled with movement, chopping wood, tending animals, repairing tools. This constant activity generated warmth, turning the body into a furnace. Tasks were divided among family members, ensuring no one remained idle for long. Even children had chores, each contributing to the rhythm of survival. Outside, snow was shoveled, firewood gathered, and paths cleared with urgency. In movement, they found both purpose and protection, a dance against winter's icy grip. Within the longhouse, livestock were more than a convenience. They were survival partners. Cows, goats and sheep were often brought indoors during the harshest months, their bodies radiating precious heat. The warmth from these animals could raise the temperature by several degrees, transforming the longhouse into a sanctuary. The animals benefited too, shielded from the biting wind and deep snow. Man and beast, huddled together, formed a community of warmth and mutual reliance. In the dark heart of winter, every heartbeat, human and animal, fought against the cold. As night fell and the cold deepened, the Vikings employed an ingenious method: hot stones. Large stones were heated in the hearth, then wrapped in cloth or fur and placed in sleeping areas. They released stored heat throughout the night, transforming icy bedding into a haven of warmth. The ritual of preparing hot stones became part of the evening routine, a final act of defiance against the cold. Children eagerly awaited the warm stones, their touch a comfort in the darkness. In every glowing ember, a promise of warmth and safety was kept until dawn. When the world turned white, the Vikings took to their skis, a technology as elegant as it was essential. Crafted from wood and curved to glide over snow, skis allowed swift movement across frozen landscapes. Hunters, traders and messengers relied on skis to connect distant settlements and deliver vital supplies. Skiing enabled the Vikings to hunt, scout and avoid dangers beneath deep drifts. In the art of skiing, the Vikings turned adversity into opportunity, gliding over the very element that threatened their survival. The Vikings' survival through brutal winters was never just brute strength or blind courage. Their endurance was built on brilliant problem-solving and adaptability. Through layered clothing, ingenious architecture, and communal resilience, they mastered living with the cold. Each technique, from hot stones to shared meals, reveals a story of resourcefulness that resonates today. The lessons of the Viking winter endure, inviting us to marvel at human ingenuity and the bond between people and their environment. As we leave this frozen world, let's carry forward the inspiration gleaned from the past. Thank you for joining me. Until our next exploration together.